In fact, this is what Ridham Desai is saying as well. I'm just going to start with this Morgan Stanley note very quickly. They're saying triggers in place for new highs. Improving growth prospects are setting the stage for a durable rally. Equities already have a strong fundamental case for re-rating. Recent developments provide positive triggers. There are signs that the 25% US tariff on India may be postponed. India-US trade deal could still advance in the coming days, and foreign investors' positioning in India remains low. So obviously, one of the top factors is GST. Auto stocks are in focus because small cars are set to get cheaper. We're learning that those under 1200cc will now move to the 18% bucket. So this SUV, non-SUV classification goes entirely. Morgan Stanley also says that there are unknowns, but they're looking at key factors. They like Maruti, M&M, Ashok Leyland and Eicher best placed. Citi on GST says potentially higher impact on autos, consumer discretionary, staples, insurance, cement. Public sector banks will also be in focus today because S&P has upgraded India's rating to BBB. There's also an issuer credit rating that has been upgraded on HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, SBI and Axis Bank, on Kotak, Union, Bajaj Finance and L&T Finance as well. So watch out for all of these. Meanwhile, as far as the Nifty and levels are concerned, Nifty ended its 6-week losing streak and has reclaimed its 100 DMA at 24,560, which now acts as a support. However, the index has been struggling to cross its short-term 21 DMA at 24,770. A bullish scenario, which is most likely today, is a sustained move above 24,700 to 24,800 is crucial for a breakout. If this happens, which it could pave the way for a rally towards the 25,000 mark in the near term. The bearish case is on the downside. Nifty could find initial support at 24,500, a critical support zone between 24,400 to 24,350. For the bank Nifty, it's 55,145, 55,050 for support, and for resistance, 55,450. Is the key resistance level. So we'll have to wait and see. All signs are pointing to up and away this morning, though, Puneet.
It's a good day to do the FNO setup, to say the least. We are seeing a very strong implied open currently, as you guys also highlighted, roughly about a 268-point gap up opening on the Nifty. We will be continuing to see how and when, if we can sustain or at least move up from these levels as well. That will be one of the key ones to watch out for. Within the Nifty, the sectors you guys have highlighted, autos will be one of the key ones in focus. We have Maruti, M&M as well as Tata Motors in the Nifty. So we could see a positive reaction on that. Amongst others, consumer names as well. Watch out for this one. The other ones, Bank Nifty, you highlighted that, Tamanna, as well. The levels have largely remained subdued on the lower end of the 2,000-point range that we've been speaking about. So that continues to be around the 55,000 range. 55,000 range as well, and that's largely been in terms of a weak open interest as well that we've seen in this particular time frame. FII positions largely remain short, and that largely seems to be because of what's happening with Trump tariffs amongst others. They've largely remained away and keeping up with the shorts. The long short ratio and hence has been very subdued at just 8.3% of index longs for foreign investors. Clearly, if the GST rate comes in and this does happen, we could see some positive fillip coming back before Diwali from foreign investors. That'll be one of the key ones to watch out for. When you finally look at the open interest distribution as well for both longs, for both calls and puts, 25,000 consistently remains one of the key levels for the calls, at least on the upside. That is the key resistant levels as well for the Nifty. While we've seen some pullback between 24,500 as well as something like a 24,700 for the puts. We've seen some reduction in open interest, and that's been consistent of what we've seen post the new weekly expiry that started post Thursday as well. Finally, in terms of stocks, and the stocks list will be interesting today. We might see a different bunch of stocks being reacted in the broader markets because of GST. So at least for now, the Nuvama as well as something like a Mankind Pharma have seen some kind of long build-up, while Nalco is the one which we've seen some short build-up as well. On the open interest losers side, we have seen some short covering across a bunch of stocks like Blue Star, and Blue Star will definitely be in focus today as well, while some short coverings are also seen on AU Small Finance Bank. So amongst the key sectors, we mentioned auto, we mentioned consumer durables. Do watch out for the EMS players as well, because the consumer durables will benefit these players. Something like a PG Electroplast will definitely be in focus as well. But those are just some of the key ones with the implied open now at 285 points.